So we were living in Spain and actually working in property, and I was running retreats and hiking in Mallorca in Spain. And then we chanced upon a book called The Omnivore's Dilemma by Michael Pollan. And that was just a complete light bulb moment for both of us. And we suddenly realized, without having known it before, that we were passionate about sustainable farming. And so we came back to South Africa and we got involved in sustainable farming, and that's been our lives ever since. We've farmed for the last 6 years very much on a trial and error basis. We've made every mistake in the book. A lot of the things that we initially thought were going to be a big success have not worked. So, for example, almonds were very difficult, and so we're currently in the process of pulling those out and replanting with avocados, which have done very well. Our olives, we have also a number of different varietals, but we mainly farm Arbequinas. We farm Dexters, so they are half-size cows. They're very small and they're easy to handle as well and very friendly, and they don't have horns, most of them, which obviously makes them much more of a pleasure to work with. Our big thing here is diversity and soil health. And one of the best ways of getting diversity is by planting lots of different things together. It makes it very difficult to farm because not everything needs the same nutrients to work with. But we've planted what we call food forests in between our orchards of almonds and olives. So we have macadamias, pecans, walnuts, lots of lemons, all growing amongst our other trees. Then we still have one vineyard, from which we get our Syrah. We have 6 cabins on the farm. Accommodation is very important to us. While we're waiting for our trees to come into production, the accommodation provides a very necessary income to support everything that we're putting into the farm and the infrastructure. One of the nice things about coming to stay on Camissa Farm is that you can have a full farm experience without needing to own a farm, and you can enjoy many of the products that we produce. So, for example, every guest that comes to the farm gets a bottle of our wine to enjoy with some of the meat products that we make, and then they obviously get olive oil supplied to the cabins, and the olive oil is also used in the soap that we use and supply the cabins with for guests to enjoy. So I think the most important thing that they expect when they arrive here is the spectacular views. Every cabin has a unique vista across the amazing landscaped orchards that we have here. And the views towards Siemensberg Mountain and Hutchinson's Peak on the other side are just spectacular, especially in the evening when the sun goes down and everything glows orange. It's unique. The other thing I think that makes us special is the fact that we have 60 hectares of beautiful fynbos that you can hike through in total security, beautiful mountain bike tracks that are looked after, and a mountainside that is combed at least 4 or 5 times a year to remove any trace of aliens. So definitely get to know the farmers in your area, especially ones that share the same values as you do. For example, when we arrived here, we reached out to Farmer Angus, and he's become very good friends with us and has been invaluable in the depth of his knowledge and the advice that he's given. Doesn't mean we've always followed it, but we usually regretted it when we didn't. And just get to know the farmers in your area, because they know the land and they know exactly what works and what doesn't. And especially if they're following the same idea of you as being a sustainable farmer, then that's going to be the best source of information possible.